Good morning. It's very pleasing to share with you that you are going to close your financial year 25-26 at a very respectful note. I'm given to understand that in operated markets and in operated segment, now you rank among top 15 companies. It's not a small achievement, well done. Overall, as per the CMARC, you have gained 20 ranks. It was very recently that you were at the rank of 72, and I'm given to understand that you're going to land at rank 52 nationally. So it's a big achievement. Congratulations to you. What you have done is good, but I'm sure we are destined to do far more in many diversified areas. So मेरी शुभकामनाएं आप सबको for year 26-27, and I'm sure we'll create 26-27 as a new landmark. Everything begins with the mindset. It's the mind which we need to mind and plan a ambitious growth, and I'm sure we'll be able to do that. You have proved that you are capable of doing it. You have done it before, and we are sure you will be able to do it far better and far faster growth you will be recording in subsequent years. You have to set your mind and you have to set your aims. Although the company doesn't give you a target, it gives you only IQM, incentive qualifying mark. But I would suggest कि आप अपने target set करो income के, and your income means your incentive, which I'm sure is big game changer for all of you. It's very pleasing to observe the amount of incentive that you have earned, rather most of you have earned in 25-26. I can assure you the scope of earning won't get reduced. It can only magnify. It's nice to observe that the incentive earning has increased up to 40% in relation to preceding years. Incentive is one expense which company should be very happy to make. Well done, and my good wishes for still better incentive earning in times to come. More than 70% of you have earned very good amounts, but few those who have not. My concern stays with them. My suggestion to them is you are very dear, you are important, your success is important. You work on self, will work with you, for you, and jointly will make a difference. So begin your journey of success. One thing that I can assure you, on the basis of my past experience and understanding only, the value system and the beliefs, they don't alter. Once formed, they stay for good. The belief that we have as an organization, that people are our asset, and that due orientation is a value system which has to be maintained, sustained, and it has to be more intensified, and it is not to be reduced. So you work on self, we work on you, and we work together for creation of a larger success. आपसे बात करते समय another thing that I like to share, in spite of the fact that you have created a good success, but still far more is required to be done. You know the milestone. There is a possibility of horizontal expansion. There is a need for intensification of operations. There is a need for diversification of portfolio. आने वाले टाइम में you should be introducing more product, more specialist line of management you should be coming across. ये सब कुछ करने के लिए to be able to have more intense, more diversified, more magnified operations, we'll form any relationship with anyone. But one thing is very certain, in any relationship that we form, the core belief, the core value system, that is you orientation of the organization, is not going to be dilute. It is going to be more intensified. So it's only because you have done well that we hold the opportunity as an organization to form more relationship. There is so much to be done. India is a very small part of the overall consumerism of pharmaceuticals. We have a world open to us. Why not set up units abroad? Why not set up manufacturing units in Nepal? Why should we not do what we have done in India? So even exports is a very big area. Even in India, There are a lot of specialist range that we need to enter into. We are thinking of getting into oncology for a long time. Derma is another area of high consideration. Even probiotics can be a great strength in times to come. And neurology, nephrology, these are the areas which are requiring a lot of attention and lot of consideration for stepping into. तो ये सब कुछ करने के लिए अगर हमें कुछ रिलेशनशिप फॉर्म करना पड़ता है, we'll do that. But all relationships are meant for magnification of the business and making it bigger. It is the success of the business which creates success opportunity for all of us and including you. So I'm sure as an organization, as a founder, whatever initiative that we take, they would create opportunities for you for larger success in times to come. It's only successful company those who can care for its people. Even with best of intent, in case you don't run your operations successfully and you don't maintain the orientation of growth, love alone might not be enough to make a difference in your life. So magnification of the business, creating larger success would only create larger opportunities for all of you to grow more and to make a larger difference in all the associates. We believe as an organization, it is important that we should impact everyone that we come across. We should be important to the society. We should care for the society at large. We should care for all associates, including distributors, chemists. We should work to create a possibility of highly effective, affordable and qualinomic product available to the public at large through the medical profession. So besides society, associates, we have to see that we strengthen the hands of the doctors to be able to do more good for more people, means society at large. ये सब कुछ करने के लिए the most important thing is that we should care for our own asset, our own people. Our people are all the more important because it's through our people that we are able to do everything for our customer, for society at large and all associates. So you stay area of high concentration, high focus and high value. I'll once again like to emphasize that it's the policies which brings about transparencies. It's standard operating procedures, SOP, which brings about efficiency in operations. Therefore, to be effective, efficient, progressive organization, we have to be extremely policies and processes oriented. I think that's the only path of progression. If your policies are good, thereafter knee-jerk reaction and some decision being taken sporadic, they can be prevented. So when you have policies, there might be some discomfort with some, but I'm sure it's a short-term discomfort, but it's a long-term gain. It might be sometime, rarely, some discomfort to few of us, but it's a gainful proposition for most of us and most of the time. And it is going to be very, very futuristic. So we'll try that we have success-oriented policies and processes. We should make them over and follow them over religiously. If you make policies, then you should follow them. But if you make policy and you don't follow them and you make changes, then in that case, policies becomes hurdle. They don't become enabler. So my submission is, let's understand the usefulness of policies and processes, and it will bring about more discipline in our operations, and they should be adopted to be an enabler for creation of larger success and sustainable success for the organization. All initiatives that we need to take, they are meant for magnification, they are meant for progression. They are not meant for regression or for creation of limitations. So we'll see to it that all those who are involved in strategic decision making, they have this understanding that intensification, magnification, diversification should be the orientation which should be maintained. in all our initiative and all our strategic acts. Once I have an opportunity to talk to you, I'd like to share. We have merged Blip in rest of the verticals. The reason because of which this initiative is taken, the product which were of different verticals, they were placed, consolidated and had gone to Blip. More or less, they were of different verticals. I had been getting calls from many of you, even my colleagues, those who are presiding over the business, even they had been mentioning that people are not very comfortable about some product being shifted from their vertical to another vertical. So therefore, those products have gone back to their verticals with some more new product being added in those verticals. So neither the products have been left out nor the people. People, those who are working in Blip, they are most certainly accommodated and very respectfully accommodated in a dignified manner at different places. So I'm sure they'll also find it wiser and right, because now instead of having limited Blip products, they would have large range to sell. So for product, it would be good because they would be present nationally. For people, it would be good because they would have larger range. So it's a win for the products, it's a win for the people. That's the reason this initiative of merging Blip. One thing I should mention it over to you. It is risky to be completely risk averse. So we have to stay adventurous. We have to leap and put our best foot forward for creation of larger success in times to come. And wherever there is a fine tuning which is required, that should happen. But the overall intent of the organization is that we should initiate and get into more verticals, more businesses, more specialized areas. So the intent is not to cut short, but to expand. I'm sure all those who are accommodated or other placed in other verticals from the Blip, product and people both would be happier there. So this gives me an opportunity to mention it over to you. Few those who have been transferred to different locations, for them it's a good opportunity. When you stay at home, the place that you belong to, it's comfort. That is the advantage. But in case you go out of your home and are located at a new location, that creates new learnings. So it's a gainful proposition for everyone in every situation. The only thing is that we should view the positivity in the acts. So I'm sure every person of Blip would get larger scope of opportunities for creation of larger success for themselves. We'll continue to expand, we'll continue to diversify, we'll continue to have more divisions. And the present division, those who are small, like AdLife and Molecule, will work hard to make them stand on their own legs. They have to succeed, we have to work to make them successful. But regression is not the answer. Progression is only the way of life. We have a culture of transparency. That culture is to be maintained. In this audiovisual, I'll reiterate the phone number which is meant for seeking input from you, your views, your suggestion, your feelings, your concern. Everything can be transmitted, and I would like to assure you that all your concerns are addressed. So you can always transmit your message directly to me at this phone number. But I know, fine, it is very rarely which is required, because you are well cared for by the management, those who are very caring, and they also value the same values which we jointly arrived at. Something which has been said before, I'm repeating it again. Honesty is something we value a lot. It is the honesty and sincerity which takes people a long way in their life. I like to congratulate for being a very disciplined and organized team. Do maintain that organized setup, honest, sincere attempts. You work for your success, we'll work with you. But I like to reiterate, honest, sincere, hard work never fails. Now, making you capable, well enabled to succeed more with more efforts, high amount of training, learning and development capabilities, and that department would be working more emphatically to make you well enabled. पर उन सब enablement के अलावा it is important that you should be putting in honest hard work. These values would help you to succeed in all spheres of life and always. Thank you.